Hello, and welcome back to Lemans 24 Hours on the Dreamcast. Today, I'd like to try and get a couple more championships done if I can. Specifically, Pro GT and GT Enduro. Not sure how long Enduro is going to be, judging by that, probably a few more laps than we're used to, but we'll see what happens. Let's get straight into it. What do we have to pick from? We have the two Vipers from last time that we won. Oh wow, that's all we can pick actually. Interesting. So I can either go for more acceleration or better brakes. I say acceleration. It's going to be the Team Ulrika Viper. Okay. I'm still Shiro, so we'll call it that. And we're starting with Suzuka West. I've never done this course actually. I didn't know that was a configuration. Okay. Let's qualify, just in case anything looks funny. Don't know who I'm going to be up against. Is it going to be all Vipers? Let's find out. Another sort of dusk setting for this race. No, I've never done this layout before. I'm only used to the full course or the little wiggle, the oval with a wiggle on it, as I described it last time. This is going to be a learning experience. We have got the hairpin though. This is going to be an interesting layout basically. I hope I qualify somewhere. I hope I don't spin out, but you know, now that I've said it, I will, because that's what happened last time. Braking a little bit too early there, and completely missed the apex. Let's try that again. Okay. And then the pits is over there. Okay. Alright, let's see if I can pick up a lap. But I take 10 seconds off that. It's going to be interesting. Even more interesting if I do that. I thought I could just coast around that, but no, it's way too fast. Oh well. We may be starting from somewhere deep in the pack. That's okay. It says I'm up 5 seconds, so that's a good start. Of course, it's a standing start from a rolling start, so of course there's going to be an improvement. That bit I can do. I can do that. Then onto the slightly, well, it's sort of a curvy, not a curvy straight, because that wouldn't make sense, but you can build up a lot of speed in that one. I did it again. I went straight for the middle of the corner instead of hitting either apex. Oh well. I'm not going to qualify with a great time, but hopefully I'm not going to be last. 1:11.7. I do wonder how many laps we've got to deal with as well. The last set in the championship was 5 laps. Where does that put me? 8th. 8th isn't bad. Yeah, I'll start in 8th. It's a mixture of mostly Vipers and a couple of Porsches. Okay. It's a Porsche versus Viper race. Should be interesting. Slightly span the wheels, oh well. Five laps again, so I shouldn't have to worry about pitting in or not. Ooh, sugar. bit of a coming together there, me included. Just trying to squeeze up the middle here. Brakes. Sorry, cone. I'm gonna have to take a funny line. Ow! And funnier line thanks to him behind me. If I can go, I was gonna say around the outside, but he had the. He went in front of me. Go through here. This is gonna be tricky. This is gonna be somewhat tricky. He's gone off by himself, that helps me. Right, here's the straight. Porsche up in front. Let's see if I can get around him. I do like the music in this game, it's nice and calm. Ow! Which is the opposite of the race, obviously. That kind of helped me, actually. That put me in front of him. Getting help from my fellow Team Orica. Shouldn't have to worry about those guys now. Just the top three. Top two to deal with now. I'm in the top three. If I can make any ground during the sort of double apexed hairpin. Yeah, made a bit of ground. I should be able to get him on the straight. Hopefully I'll get the other guy next lap. Or maybe even this lap. Yeah, got him. He didn't like it. He didn't like me taking that. Now the tricky part. Have I learned this course in the time given? Now I've got to stay ahead. Don't eat the cones. Yeah, we should be okay. And this is only the second championship in the game, so I shouldn't expect a large amount of difficulty increase. We're going to be fine. Still, okay, for the next lap, I want to not take that corner right through the middle. I want to do it properly. I also want to set a 1.8. I set a 1.8 something there, but I want to set a time that would have put me on the leaderboard in first. That would be nice. I wasn't paying full attention to what the time was they set, but it was a 1.8 something. So if I can get a low 1.8, that would be nice. It's a little better through there. You can hear them going overhead on the bridge. A little bit out on that apex, but whatever. This is the one that keeps on messing me up. That's a little better, but still nowhere near the apex. Just can't figure out how much speed to not take through there. That was a bit shoddy as well, but oh well. Yeah, 1 minute 9. Not good. Oh yeah, I need to be over here. I keep thinking that the first thing we're going to deal with is the cut-off chicane, but it's not. It's the sweeping left to the cut-off chicane. I'm not very used to this course, and I'm down on my previous time apparently. At least it shows it in sectors. That way I know what I'm doing. yeah, we are miles ahead. We are winning. That is nice. And we're about just over half on fuel. So again, I imagine a 10-lap race would definitely require some pit stops. And then it comes into thinking, when should I pit stop? Eight, 9. Didn't get the lap I wanted, but we did win by a mile, so that's okay. That's, well, that's the main point. Honk, 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 honk. Honk. So many noises. Calm down. Lights are a bit bright. Anyway, let's carry on. Yeah, none of them set any laps close to their qualifying times. Best second place, it was a 1:12. Oh well. Where are we going next? Gatti circuits. I'm gonna jump straight in. I'm not gonna do the qualifier, just to make things a little more interesting. I'm gonna jump straight in. Just saves a bit of time. But yeah, seeing as I was that far ahead in the other one, let's make things a bit more interesting and start from the back. Yep. Oh, this is a shortened Lemans race. Yeah, because that's the chicane at the end of the course. Right. See, I don't know. Oh, sugar. Got connected. I couldn't turn for a bit then. Got a bit stuck together. Anyway, let's carry on. Do all racetracks have Ferris wheels? Whatever they're called, I can't think at the moment. Suzuka also had one in the background. Then we go here, and this place has also got a, I think it's a Ferris wheel. I'll have to check. You know what I mean, the big tall one that spins round. Sorry. I do like the look of the black and yellow one, but I figured more acceleration would be more useful. Yeah, brakes are useful too, but you know. And now it's a Team Arica 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. It's a bit much. Sugar. Completely messed that up, but the guy in front messed it up even more. There's the moon in the sky again. Bit wide. And the pits is... Where was the pits then? Was it inside that corner? Yeah, I think it was. Yeah. There's like 2 lanes coming into there. It's a bit weird. So I know this bit because it's the Lemans bit. Oops. Not much room for error. Let's get around this guy. Go over here. I do have the inside line. I am there. It's just batting against me. Ow. This is going to be a bit of a tussle. I can tell. We can't get over. We've still got the nose on that side. Ooh, bit wide, bit wide. Seems like he must have made a mistake as well at some point. So he should have got past me then. I think he should have done anyway, so. Long lap. Nearly 2 minutes long on the lap. It's a good course though, I like it. We've got a wiggle here. Of course, not doing the qualifying lap means I don't know the course as well as I would have done otherwise, but we don't seem to be struggling too much. Maybe. It says going half on the dirt. Let's try and do a whole lap without going onto the dirt, eh? How's that for ideas? Yeah, this lap, let's try and go without using the dirt at all. Oh, what am I doing? Okay, scratch that idea. I zoned out for a second then, I forgot what the breaking point was. What am I doing? Wake up. Weird, I feel like this course is definitely not as often used. Well, it hasn't got bumpers on the inside of some of the corners, so I don't really know where to aim for some of these. Again, there's the bumper. Whoa, we lost grip then, but we saved it. It happened again, it nearly happened again. We're not spinning out, not this episode. Bit of a double apex there. And we've got this chicane, which has no bumpers on any sides, but seems to be okay. Probably shouldn't be braking halfway through it, but I'm learning. This is not an incredibly familiar course to me. Ooh, as you can tell. Oh well. There's where the pits is. Yeah, so there's like 2 or 3 roads that intermingle there because of the Lemans pit and then the Bugatti pit. Whatever. Right, so don't zone out. There we go. That was better, that was nice. Up on our time for that one, so that's good. And then we really messed up that, but whatever. We didn't nearly spin out, so that's at least better. Oh, we're down to half fuel, huh. So a longer race here would definitely require a pit stop, maybe even 2. So a half fuel, and we're only on 4 laps. So a 10 lapper here, yeah. Hit in at lap 7? Yeah, depending on the car. Sugar. That, my friend, is the dirt. Never mind. I've got 1 more lap to attempt this no dirt run of this course. I'm messing up that bit as well. Never mind. I'm wondering if I should have upped the difficulty on the game now, but it's a bit too late for that. And if I do that, I'll definitely spin out because I lose the traction control. I know for like purists, you'd want that off, but I'm not a great racing driver. I'll never hold myself high as the greatest racing driver ever. No chance. I just enjoy racing games. I enjoy driving cars that I would never drive otherwise on tracks that I've never raced, or I enjoy experiencing new tracks in these games. Like this one, for example. I enjoy racing games. They're fun to me. But yeah, I probably should have upped the difficulty. I don't know though. And I say I'd try it in the next championship, but the next championship is likely to be an endurance, well, being called an endurance track. It's likely to be 10, 15 laps or something like that per race. I don't know if I'm going to have enough time really to do it, but we'll see. If this episode is over an hour, then you know why. How on earth am I this far in front? I started from the back as well. I think it's just because it's a longer course, I've had more time to get away. Yeah, I could do with like a middle difficulty. Like, up the difficulty of the AI, but let me keep my my driving aids, just for the sake of me not spinning out all the time. There we go. First. Good looking car, the Viper. I like it. On like a third fuel. Bit of a worry. I wonder if the car gets lighter as you lose fuel. Like, I wonder if it didn't feel lighter. I don't know. I wasn't really paying attention to that. Anyway, that's race number 2. Yeah, I was nearly 8 seconds faster on my laps. Eureka pretty much dominated that. Okay, last one. Bruno. Now, I've never done this one. I'm kind of unfamiliar with this. Yeah, I'm completely unfamiliar. If the best is a 154, this is going to be a long one as well. Not to the point of pitting in, though, I don't think. Let's not spin the tyres on the beginning. There we go. Now, I'm not familiar with this one at all. Let's see how we do, though. Let's go. Let's not try and jump up the inside, I'll go behind him. I don't really know this circuit at all. Trying to overtake it. Oof! Wow! He was going for the other side, but then he changed his mind because there wasn't any space and nearly piled into me. Thankfully he didn't. Get behind. I think slipstream's a thing in this game, but not to a massive degree at the speeds we're going now. It'll have a little effect, but it's a lot more noticeable down the straight at Lemans. Sugar. Is an interesting course, I'll give it that. But it is completely alien to me. A bit ambitious there. Thankfully the runoff is quite nice. I say runoff, the curb itself, it's not trying to eat me. We're going to eat those cones later though. Now I've got to get past the entire of my fellow Orikas. Got a pronunciation problem again now. Is it Orica or Orica? Because I've probably been saying it wrong for a while now. Wow, he actually took me back on that one. Yeah, 2 minutes 12, that's quite a long lap. Now that I've done a lap, maybe I can improve that. This one guy in first has got a lot of space over the others. Ah! I've got a bit manhandled there by the other two. I'll let it pass them, I'll forgive them. Just a bit of team-friendly fire. I've not been the greatest at overtaking, so I can understand it. I got the inside here. He's jumped completely to the right for me, so yeah, thank you. It's a bit hairy. It's fine. Okay. Now I've just got to see if I've learnt the course again. I like doing these new courses. I've never seen this track before, but it's nice to have a new course to go around. It's another reason why I play all these various games. I mean, I never owned a Dreamcast as a kid. I've never played this game. Not even the PlayStation 2 variant or the PC variant. But yeah, it feels really good, this game does. I'd have happily played this as a kid when I was in my teens. Just over 2 minutes. Let's see if I can get that under 2 minutes. Can't. Being a bit ambitious for literally my third lap ever around the track, but we'll see. Record's 1:54, but that was probably set in something faster. R390, GT1, Silk Cut Jag, something like that. Let's have a Mercedes. So it'll be a while before we set a good lap time here. Those cars will come in later though. Later championships, which will be a championship with just all R390s and GT1s and stuff. That'd be fun. A bit wide there. And again. Gotta be careful. I say be careful, can't even see them behind me. No, they don't come into view. There isn't enough draw distance to see them in the distance. Losing the back end there. Still haven't eaten those cones yet. I'm not going to deliberately go for them, but I thought I'd have hit them by now. Probably brake a bit later on that one, maybe. Whoop! Lost the rear end. Ooh, nearly. 0.2. We might be able to do this. If I don't do that. Then again, that might help me. Accidentally going in the grass there might have helped me take the corner a bit tighter than normal. I don't know. Forgot which side I needed to sit on then, but I've remembered. Well, I say I've remembered, I glanced at the map obviously. No, too much. Too much. Oh well. See, I do that, but I'm still smiling. Still feels like a good game to me. Where am I there? There is an apex, honest. I had a very sloppy last lap. Oh well. It does spin out, but at least it's catchable. Yeah, I'm nowhere near those cones, which is, well, good to be honest. I couldn't even try and eat them jokingly then. This isn't the last lap. I keep doing that. I literally just said I've had a dodgy last lap. This isn't the last one. There's still one more. Oh well. Right, one more time. And let's not fluff it up. Let's do it right. Into sort of somewhat concentration mode. Get that through. We're done with a little bit earlier braking then. I was braking during the corner, which doesn't help things. But again, that's trail braking, isn't it? So that helps to a degree. I'm not quite up on my study of trail braking. I've not watched that video, but it keeps recommending me. I should probably watch that just to try and learn something. Most of my racing is kind of just going by what I learned on Gran Turismo 2 and 3 and 4 and so on and so forth. I didn't own 5, I had I skipped 5 and I went straight to 6. I owned Gran Turismo 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. We didn't get PS3 till very late. Like, we didn't get PS3 until PS4 came out. Okay, there's that one. 1-3, so we didn't set a good lap that time either, but whatever. Quite down on fuel as I thought. It's okay though. We're not pitting in these races yet, but we might be in the next set. Okay, so that's all 3 wins, but that's to be expected. The difficulty wasn't high enough. We'll see what we can do with that. 10 minutes 20. So that's 30 points. And there we go. It's a complete Team Orica shutout. That looks quite funny. And then we won the same car? It's the 51, not the 53. Yeah. And then 50 as well, right. So they're classed as different cars, but they are the same car. I wonder if they're the same stats. I wonder if they have slightly different stats. That would be interesting. Anyway. Next one is GT Enduro. Hello! You're joining me for a second attempt at that championship. First attempt did not go quite as planned. It seems as though in the GT Enduro event, a couple of the racers don't want to pit, which is a bit weird considering that I personally run out of fuel at about lap 8 or lap 9. So we're going to leave things at the difficulty that they were, at the medium difficulty, despite saying in the previous one that we were going to go to the higher difficulty, in case that's why they didn't pit. Because otherwise, it's a bit difficult. There were also some other issues that I'll be playing right now on the screen. Anyway, let's pick a car and get on with this. Ulrika, Rook, Augusta, Conrad, Chamberlain. I'm going to stick with what I picked, which is the Team Augusta Lister Storm. And yeah, we're going to be keeping it on intermediate. I apologise for that, but it wasn't quite as well as things could have been. Kind of fluffed it up, really. It was a bit of my fault and a bit of their fault. Oh wow, it's wet. Wow. I didn't bother to check the weather, but okay, apparently it's sopping wet. Have to see what we can do with this one. I didn't check tyres. I'm hoping it put me on wet tyres. It's certainly not feeling like I'm spinning out all over the place, so I assume it did. If I'd have noticed the weather, I'd have checked them. Because there are wet and dry tyres in this game. There's also soft and hard tyres, but honestly, in a 10-lap race, the tyres weren't the issue. The issue was fuel. I ran out of fuel at about lap 8 or 9, and it just seemed like they didn't. The opponents. Quick about there. That might have been a bit early, actually. All the people in the stands getting soaking wet, watching me go around qualifying. I'm sorry. I hope they all bought umbrellas. I didn't. I bought a Lister Storm. This is the storm. I don't know if this will be a storm of good luck though. It did rain in the last run as well, but it didn't start with rain. It sort of went from pretty clear, to be honest, all the way to well, torrential rain as we're seeing here. The car carving through the water as we go. I don't know if I'll set a decent qualifier or not, to be honest. I'm still quite inexperienced at this track. Not sure about the little dirt bit here. It feels a bit weird. Still. We'll see. Well, there was the qualifying time, so we're not coming first. Wonder where we're going to be. It is really wet. Wow. Weather's pretty impressive on this, I have to admit. Again, there was none of that in Gran Turismo. There was a wet special stage Route 5, I think. Where are we? We're 8th. That's not too bad. I can start 8th. Now, the weather is saying, well, it's saying either, really. It could go either way. Now, I've got the fuel set to full, so I've got a full load of fuel. I imagine running with less fuel would mean the car is lighter. Soft tyres. Tyres weren't the issue, though. It was fuel, and I planned to pit in. Hoping to pit in, anyway. So, we're going to go, and we're going to see if the opponents pit in or not, because that's the real decider. Because if they don't, I either need to not pit in myself or have a 20-second lead over them to overshoot the pit. I don't know if I can achieve a 20-second lead. I can in, well, I've got more chance in this mode. Don't know where the Porsche is going, into the pits the wrong way round. That was a bit of a funny overtake, sorry. yeah, let's see if I can make it to the front and then either build up a big lead or, well, just keep it and hope they fit in, sort of thing. I don't know. Sugar, I did not expect him to go out there. Good looking car, this. Quite like it. Braking for this one. Still a bit early on that, but I've got 10 laps to practice it, I guess. Wasn't expecting them to brake that early. They've both gone off by themselves. Not terribly. Sorry. Oh. I'll let him have that. Where is he? Go on, go past. Go round me, you idiot. Okay, then don't have it back. I was going to give you the position back. That was a terrible overtake, but never mind. You wanted to sit behind me instead. Right. So, two options. Build up a 20-second gap, which should be possible. Or have them pit in, but I don't know what they're going to do. They'll be pitting in now, anyway. The earliest any of them will pit is about lap 5. I'll just hope I can build up this gap. Doesn't look like it's going to rain. Doesn't at the moment, anyway. It could change, but the sky is pretty clear, so use that as an indicator. That's all we get, really. Four and a half. That's okay. I remember having to build up similar gaps in Gran Turismo, just to allow for an extra pit. Sometimes I had to pit more than the opponents, if I remember correctly. We should be okay to build up a nice lead and then pit. I doubt I could do the entire thing without pitting. It's not the tyres, it's the petrol. It's the fuel. You'll see that I start to run particularly low about lap 8. On that one. 13 seconds, right, so we're going to have the lead. We're going to have that lead by the time it comes to the pits. It's a pity there isn't like a difficulty between medium and hard, like that ups the difficulty of the opponents, but not to a degree where they don't pit at all. It's like, it's a little bit extreme, that. That, and I wasn't doing particularly well without the driving aids. I'll admit that I could tell the difference quite significantly, and I did lose control of the lister in various points, which I will have shown earlier. None of them have pitted in yet. I'm expecting them to do after this lap. This lead is ridiculous, but I'm going to need to. If they're not going to pit, like, if like one or two of them don't, then I'm going to need this lead. looks stupid on the map, but necessary. 22 seconds, right, we have enough of a gap now to make the pit stop. And we are pretty much half fuel now. So I'll pit it around lap 8 and then give it about 40 of fuel so that I can make it to the finish. No need to actually change tyres because they're still green. I don't think any of them pitted. No wait, a few of them did. A couple of the ones further down did pit. I don't end up lapping them. No, I've got to pit myself at some point, so I won't end up lapping them. They'll end up taking me back. 30 seconds. So I've got a comfortable margin of pitting in now. Hi guys. Oof. That's not what you do. I was there and you are a backmarker, so I have priority over you, so... It'd be nice if they got out of the way. I guess they're not designed for that though. Then again, in the 24-hour race, the opponents would expect you to lap them a few times, surely. So they should really get out of the way being backmarkers. I don't know. Not quite smart enough for that. Squeeze up the inside here. Cute. A few more of them are pitted in. We'll overtake these guys before they come out. Now I'll fit in on this lap. Because we're kind of low on fuel. We're not desperately low, but I don't really want to run out. I've learnt from the first attempt at this championship that when you run out of fuel, you are limited to about 90 miles an hour. Which does sound like a lot, but when you're on the straight and another car comes past you at about 210, and you're limited to 90 coming towards the finish, it's a bit worrying. Annoying. So let's not run out of fuel either. I did attempt it in the second one just because, well, I did attempt it in the previous set just because it was a failed championship anyway. I don't have the option to not change tyres, unfortunately. I don't really want to change tyres, but it's forcing me to do that. Oh, it only takes about 5 seconds anyway. Oh, it didn't give me 40. Ah, I've misunderstood. That didn't give me 40 fuel, it filled me up with 240. Okay, now I know. At least that isn't going to be an issue between finishing or not. I wonder what happens when you put the number lower than the amount of fuel you've got. Do they drain fuel out of the car again? It'd be worth an experiment. Maybe not during this race though. I wasn't paying attention as to whether they pitted in or not. I don't know if they did. Rain! It started raining. But it's only started on lap 9, that's okay. I don't think they pitted in. Yeah. But thankfully, at this difficulty I'm able to build up a nice lead in front of them anyway. doesn't tell me that they pitted in or not. I have to just watch. On the previous difficulty, they didn't pit in, and I just could not win. It was impossible without with the lack of driving aids and just the amount of bumping and barging I was getting from them. I just could not do it. And I don't exactly want to stress too much over this game during this playthrough. Where are you going, guys? I don't want to turn this into like a superhuman run, as it were. I'm not 100% great at driving games. I just enjoy them. It's just a hobby. I enjoy it. So I don't want to do like maximum difficulty, no crashes runs or whatever. Like, yeah, I don't want to do these ridiculous categories. I just want to play the game. Surely you understand that. And there's the finish, and it's very wet now, but that's okay because it's the end of the race. As you can see though, we didn't have much fuel left. I would have ran out. I don't think I could have avoided pitting in. I know that I can't avoid pitting in on the next race because I already tried that in the first attempt. And that's when I ran out of fuel on the straight and a Viper shot past me. But yeah, that went well. Can't I skip the... Thank you. So if there's a popping noise then, my controller seemed to have died for some reason. Anyway. So, next one. I'm not going to bother qualifying, since we obviously didn't need it. That makes things a little more interesting, because I have to weave through the field. I say weave. It's mostly bump through the field, but not normally due to my own mistakes. Get weaving. Here. The weather said it was sunny, so I assume it'll stay sunny the whole race. Didn't say it was overcast. I suppose when it says overcast like that, it just adds the chance of it turning to rain, but I don't think it will during this. Let's try and move up the field a bit. I'm not comfortable in ninth. Really go at the moment. I'm trying to go past without giving the guy into a wall, and then I bumped him anyway. They're very slow sometimes. I'll just get past him on... Ow! What are you braking that much there for? That corner is flat out. Please don't do that again. I've got 10 laps to get past them all anyway, so it's not like I'm struggling for time. On the outside, maybe? Nope, he went in. Let's go this side then. Quite like those. The Marcos. It's a good looking car, that. See if this guy breaks for it as well. He does. Back into the slipstream, I think. Back out again. He wants to come over, but he's a little bit boxed there. Apologies. Perfectly legal though. At least I wasn't in first by the end of lap 2 this time. There's at least something more to do. Want more opponents really. And the funny thing is we get more opponents on Lemans, but not during these races. At least 24 races in the Lemans race, I think. Sugar, sorry. It's a Team Rico 1-2-3 at the moment. But Augusta is going to make a mess of that. I'm not up the side of him yet, so I'm going to have to lay off for that one. That was a big layoff. I should have just let go of the throttle while hitting brakes. Never mind. Nope, he's going to go wider. Let's go in. Go out. Brakes now. A little bit later than them, but I can do that. Around this side. I am on the inside, so please don't kill me. They did try to kill me. Pay attention. I did have my nose up there, you don't just pile into me. I was too far back to go on the inside there. Didn't touch him. Just swerved out. I'm on the inside. Excuse me. Yep. Nearly lost the back end. And okay, we've made it to the lead. Lap 5. Now options again. Build up a massive gap, or hit in and hope they fit in. Well, build up a massive gap and pit in, or just keep the lead as it is now and pit in and hope they do. I hope they do. Doesn't really make sense for them not to, considering it's called an endurance championship. It'd be a mandatory pit stop, like just one pit. Not even know how to get to the pit lane on this one because it's a bit tight, that entrance. We'll see how I do though. I'll just have to be very slow around that corner. Still can't quite find that apex. Because it's over crest. Can't really tell where it is. It's after the crest. The rumble strip comes up. Wide there. Ate a bit of grass, but nothing terminal. Yeah, that bit is literally just a let go of the accelerator, coast around and then back on again. I did nearly lose the back end, but there's no need to brake there, so no idea why the AI is braking there. I don't think anyone's pitted in yet. I don't think anyone's far enough behind that group to look like they've pitted. I think those two at the back just did, actually, yeah. Those two at the back of the field now have pitted in. That's lap 7. 6, 7 to them, sort of thing. Point at which 6 becomes 7. I've been paying attention to my lead. Down on my previous time there, by the look of things. Not good. And we're going to catch these guys as they come out. They seem to have had issues coming out. Like the one in front may have gotten stuck or something. Now they seem to be okay again now. Bunch more have pitted in on this lap. Now the funny thing is, by this time, in the previous run of this championship, in the first attempt, my tyres are about orange at this point. But I can't think the difficulty affects the tyre wear. Then it would affect fuel consumption at the same time, and I've definitely been consuming as much fuel as normal, or as previous, so not sure what that's about. I didn't pit in. I'll pit in next time around. And again, I've not really got a nice gap. Yeah, my gap is 21 seconds. Might be enough. I had a bit of a fluffy previous lap. Now I can't tell where the group is. I have no idea which group is the second place guy and which group is the one that just came out the pits. They've all melded together. I don't know who's who now. I think it's the little scrunched up bit at the end of this row of cars. Yeah, it'll probably be that. "25 seconds. I wonder if I can do it without pitting. We're gonna find out. We're gonna find out. Here's the risk. Because I nearly did it without pitting last time. I keep referring to this this previous run. If you'd like to see the previous run, I'm probably going to upload it unlisted and have a link to it in the description. So it can go in there. If you want to see me fail a championship, it's in there. Yeah, so at this point, well, earlier than this, it had already told me that the fuel was low. It's going to tell me during this lap, but I'm not going to run out, actually. I didn't need to pit. But I did last time. Maybe the fuel consumption is a little bit less in this mode. The tyres certainly haven't gone red. Weird. I don't know. Again, I'd like a difficulty between the two. Oh well. Right, there we go. It's just told me then the fuel is low now. If it were an 11 lap race, we'd have trouble. It's just the fact that this set of races is right on the cusp for needing petrol or not. It's a bit annoying. Anyway, there we go. That is this championship sorted this time around. Only 2 races. Generally, championships are longer. Anyway, that's that one. Give me my trophy. Thank you. Another swirly looking trophy to add to my collection. What do we get car-wise? Ooh, we get some open top ones. Paynos, not Paynos. I just remembered. This lets me address that issue from the first video. It's not Paynos, it's not Panos, it's Paynos, as I am informed on Twitter. It's actually Paynos. And then we get the V12, which I commented was from Test Drive 6. Apparently it's only from the PlayStation version. I looked it up. It's not in the PlayStation, no, the PC build or the Dreamcast build. Yes, there's a Dreamcast one. Might do that later as well. Anyway. That is those championships completed. What I'll probably do is do one championship per video in future, just to make sure that doesn't happen again, because it was a bit awkward and it was bugging me, which is why I've done this literally the next day. I was going to do it last night, but I was a bit tired. Anyway, thank you for joining me, thank you for watching, and I'll see you for the next episode. Goodbye. Oh, song went off. Let's try that again. See you again next time. Goodbye.